Hello. Hello. Welcome, Michael. I just came on to chill a little bit, maybe play some flutes. Let's see what's up, man. Actually, let me get some microcosm on. Get some microcosm. I'm just in a relaxed state, Sunday. Sunday is like the final day in the weekly flow. People's energy different, Day on a day to day. I do my best to be peaceful. Don't know if TikTok will get banned or not. Just looking to stay humble. I think that's stay humble and stay on the ground. Are you okay? Yes. Well, it's very cold, I wouldn't say it's very cold. Sunday we do a lot of, we have our sound bath, HTX meditation. Not too cold, but it was rainy. And I just been looking at, my focus right now is seeing what's going on with the TikTok ban. If it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm not 100%. When I look at it, I'm 80% sure that it's not going to. But you don't really know for sure, just more about the flow. Please don't spam OG Merc. Welcoming an ICU nurse. Welcoming Jane Pearl from the Philippines on a 19 year. Love the sweatshirt. Yeah, Sister Jill made this, so I'm trying to. Thank you for helping sleep. Thank you. Today I just came on a little bit because tomorrow I have to be at the temple. Tomorrow, so I got 3 more weeks at the temple, looks like. Or how many more weeks? Yeah. Tomorrow, the next week, and then the next week before I could, like, if I didn't have to go to the temple tomorrow, I would stream till 2 a.m. today. But because I'm still committed to serving a temple on a Monday, I can't just dip yet, you know. I got my commitments, you know. With your glasses. I test them to see if it's useful, if it's effective. Don't want to distract people, you know. You can, you know, I learned you can't make everyone happy. Glasses, no glasses. Background music, no background music. Speaking or sound bath. Whisper or soft spoken. Buddhism, spirituality, or Christianity. Like, how about just be happy? I have to find a middle ground though. Right, you have to do things that people like and you enjoy. Because sometimes the things that you enjoy, it doesn't grow. So you have to find a middle ground and slowly. Then you have to see what's the cost of where you're going. Because if I lose my authenticity on the way, I lose myself, because the way I live my life is I lead with authenticity and unconditional love, you know. And you can learn from a lot of people what it means to sell out and to lose authenticity, because their eyes are a lot different. When you sell out, you have a glassiness to your eye, like a doll hiding something. And those people, I just, hi, and I don't collaborate. Or else I'll be like them. That's why we gotta keep the community grounded and humble, or else we get too ungrounded. No picture. What do you mean no picture? No, you could do whatever. What do you mean no picture? Like take pictures of people? No, the glassy eye is you have a persona of who you are. Like there's a shell that you're showing because you don't know how to be yourself. And so that's a lot of people. But those are the people that I help. Some people in the beginning, you don't know how to be authentic. You're scared of what everyone else thinks. So we like put a mask on. Well, sometimes you gotta restart the live stream. Yeah. Restart the app. In the beginning, when you start paying attention to the glassy eye, you see it everywhere. You see it more when you go out at the club. What temple? Truklam Meditation Center. a Mahayana temple. Which I've been going there for a long time. And I'm only leaving it because here. Just followed you on Facebook. Thank you. My main focus right now is TikTok and YouTube. That's the best place to engage. And sometimes if you message me on Facebook, you'll see me. I'll respond. Or if I don't respond, you can always tell me to check the messages. Unless it's for some just casual thing. Because some people send me random videos. What's up with you, Are you vegan? I'm vegetarian. Have I ever thought of... No, I tried to go vegan twice and I'm not happy with it. So I decided the best medium, the middle way, is being vegetarian, which is what so many people in India and Thailand, they're already doing that. Many vegetarians and some vegans. The middle way always is it works. That's why it's called the middle way. Not too much, not too little. Do you accept people who eat meat? Of course. Why would I not accept them? I'm not in a vegetarian cult. But some people are. There's great people who eat meat. It's not about what you eat. It's about, are you a happy person? Are you humble? Are you genuine? Sometimes people hide behind their label because they're not happy. And so we can escape through activism that hides our true feelings about life. Unfortunately. Help everybody else but ourselves. And so in this community, we don't look for debates. We just love you where you're at. Even if you're unhappy, we know you can figure it out if you want to. You know what I mean? Welcome, Sister Arashi. Glad you feel better. Welcoming, Sister AZ Honey. I believe 80% is not going, but 20 that TikTok won't be banned because I've been listening to everything. There's too many people involved and the consequences. Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now. Welcoming Denise, Spencer, Lorraine. The consequences is you're gonna trigger a lot of people by banning it. That is the real issue. It's not about... Because there's a reason. They know what they got going on is good. The algorithm is so freaking good. That's why YouTube, Instagram copied it with the shorts and reels. But I mean, it's complicated. What they show in a court hearing is not the truth completely. It's all an act. What American companies are doing to American is what they're accusing of China doing to America already. It's more of your government wants to control you, not other governments control you. The end. That's it. How dare another country propagandize our people? We have to do that here. I think it's AD. So excited about the t-shirts coming. Yeah. Yes, they should. They're working on it. It's just, when two people is only doing it. Yeah. There's team of hackers in every system, Russian, American, right? In America, the team of hackers here are just called the CIA. Right. And then over there, it was in Russia, Russian hackers. We got the same dang thing over here. Literally, we have the same thing going on here. So now 2 teams of hackers have access to artificial intelligence. And they're going at it. And right now, who do you think's winning the social media battle? It's about the children. Adults can put it down, this thing TikTok, but the children don't know how to put it down. Adults got jobs and stuff to do. But when children don't, all they think about all day is TikTok, 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 TikTok. They don't even go to YouTube. They've already captured most of the Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They're about to capture that whole generation for a while. So now they have to, but if you cut that off, so instead, we're here to help reprogram a little bit. Positive energy. There's no way. The 2 sides are doing the same thing to each other. It started with YouTube. Right. YouTube dominated, and now yin yang. Right? America dominated first. And this little dot called TikTok, people dancing. Right? Now it's like a dominant people. There's more than people dancing now. Tick-tock on the clock. More than people bobbing their heads nowadays. It's so bad that the kids don't even want to finish school or read the book. It's not the social media company. It's parents not being responsible for their kids surfing the web. We need to be more responsible about our children. They're getting lost on the internet every day. It's not safe, this thing, the internet, for kids to be on. We need more parental control because they're capturing our minds at such a young age. Back then, the way they capture your mind was cartoons. You can only watch so many cartoons, and until you got Cartoon Network, cable, remember? When you don't have cable, you just watch Kids WB. Pokemon, it ends. But if your parents had cable, you can watch cartoons all day, like I did. And at night, they just replayed Scooby-Doo 1 billion times. Jetsons, Flintstones, Justice League. Nickelodeon, Nick at Night. But the dopamine from a TV show, it's like, But with TikTok, it's like this. Inside, that's how their brain's going. And when you take that away, you take that away, and then you put them in school, They're still doing it inside, so they can't even focus. Unless you add vibration and meditation. But are they really open-minded? We have to be, or else our children will not. When they hear that kids in 8th grade don't even know how to read, that is an issue. I've been thinking a lot about this ban, right? Because we're on TikTok, YouTube. Welcome, Vera. Ever since social media happened, there's a lot more self-deletion, more bad mental health. Now we've gotten used to the bad mental health. And the consequences of terrible mental health is the lack of attention span in school, in where it matters. Well, the solution is what we're doing right now: mindfulness, meditation, and vibration, and parental control, so that we know how to put the phone down, right? And the kids know when to put the phone down. Because they're not just playing video games, it's going to lead to the adult content, which we know is terrible. So we mix the game, the content, and then the toxicity. Sometimes you spend online talking crap about other people, especially in gaming. That's how you harvest and cultivate crap talking. Back then I had rollerblades. Nowadays they have a hoverboard. It rolls itself. You don't even exercise. And sometimes I see kids on a hoverboard on the iPad. They're on that little electric thing, on the iPad in the house. I'm just like, they're good. I want to give, these kids are good. These kids are good. But if you take the dopamine away, it's why most kids nowadays, all they want to do is be a YouTuber, a TikToker, because that's what they do all day. That's right? So that's what I do all day. But what I'm doing on here, it's more of a calming. I show up with the intention to not, that's what I talk about, not selling out. I could follow, okay, let's make more dope. Hi guys, welcome. My name is Brother Tanet. Today we're going to learn about some flutes, okay? This flute right here, I had many opportunities to go that direction. But the universe tell me, just be you. And then I told you, but it's not growing. Just keep going. So I just keep going. Why did you stop eating meat? I don't think it's not a conversation that people like to get into. It's like we ask that question, but people don't really want to know. So I think I answer that question like all the time, but it's like it triggers people when I answer it because it tests your value system. And so let's just skip that question, even though I could answer it. Don't want to trigger people right now. Somebody asked me, especially at the dinner table, That's the worst. You, in the beginning when I was not mature, I would answer that question. It's not that I'm tired. It's more about we have a good flow right now, and that deep, because that question seems, I know it's not coming from, it comes from a good place. It's just people. It's like when we talk about not partaking in smoking the can in the bus and not eating meat. All these things is like, it's such a turn off for people, and I'm trying to do that from time to time. You know, like not all the time, you know, because I'm aware. Because I care about I care about being graceful from time to time. Thank you for your, I live in LA. Thank you, CC, Quesada. Yeah, sometimes, some days I'm more masculine, but today I'm a bit more graceful. Maybe I'm a little tired. But I'm aware of the energy in the stream. That's what it is. I know that conversation's heavy, and I don't want to, it's Sunday, and I don't want to weigh it on y'all right now. You know what I mean? It's something, imagine all your life you've been doing what you're doing, and then somebody comes with a really good reason for you to like think deep. Like, that makes sense. Ooh, I'm doing that. I'm like, yeah, listen. Of course, the reason why I'm saying this because I've been doing live streaming for 5 years. And even the way I answer questions, no matter what, your truth is your truth. What makes you happy may not make others happy. So it's about making your life work. Sometimes we forget. That's why I say I'm not part of a vegetarian cult. I'm vegetarian for my happiness, not to identify as vegetarian. You know what I mean? I'm not here to be a perfect vegetarian. I'm here to follow my heart in what I feel helps me shine in my life. Yeah. When you ask these questions from a true place, it's a conversation that requires more energy. Yeah. But often people are not interested in the answer, but real. But sometimes there are. It's just, from time to time, I'm just here to share with you. I can feel that we just need a little lightness today, because this week there's been a lot of fire, heaviness about the fire and TikTok and all these things and the weather. Sometimes you just want to have a pleasant, chill vibe from time to time. Thank you, Vera. I love what you do, sharing with sound and real dialogue on the endangered list. That's why I stream so much. Because I get to follow my purpose and I get to stay true, but there's a lot of sacrifice involved. And of course, the music content that I do grows a lot more than the talking content currently. Because people need more relaxation. But the committed people who are looking to expand their consciousness, raise their vibration, open their chakras, flow their chakras, always looking for deeper wisdom. So I appreciate the deep seekers, because many people, Many people may not be hungry for wisdom, but I definitely am. I'm always like seeing what the universe is trying to teach me all the time. Like, what is it? What's the spiritual symbology of the AI battle, the social media battle, right? There's a consciousness battle with information, right? And all this chaos is reminding people we just want more authenticity, not more AI, not more control. They're fighting to control our consciousness. We just want freedom. It's like what they're doing is they're battling to control you. But what the people need is to break free from the matrix. But without all this social media, we wouldn't be here right now. And so this is why I'm grateful that we have it, because we can share so much beautiful energy together and help change each other's lives on the planet, even if you're in the Philippines, even if you're in France or Germany, maybe in Thailand. We can like uplift each other from across the globe. Like that's amazing. Right? There may be about 150 people here, but that is 150 people engaging in authenticity and realness. Right? Because a lot of online sometimes, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, right? Remember, link in the bio, right? Like, all right, we have this new product. It's my coconut shaker. See, I put a paper on top and taped it, and it's, right? Limited time offer. Sometimes there's just too much of that crap. And I believe we're ready for something. I mean, we need our tribe energy back. The village energy, you know? Where you feel supported. Because if we're going to spend a lot of time online, imagine that the time you spend online is actually improving your life dramatically. And that's why I love being here. Because the testimonial and the joy, the healing, and you feel beautiful. Like whenever I'm with you and we're in a sound bath, I feel that we feel beautiful together. Like we connect to this energy of beauty, loving beauty. Because sometimes we're looking for loving beauty in a guy or a girl. And that's why models and, good looking people is what most people chase. But the loving beauty is already within. But sometimes we look too much on the outside in our humanness that we forget our divine nature. Thank you for your blessing. Natua Dumila. Welcome, Janet. I always look for authentic community, especially in Houston, Texas. When I had my awakening, I started live streaming with Michael Beckwith, like a live stream. I spent a year, every live stream from Houston, Texas, just in my room watching live stream. Now, I never thought I would be live streaming either. I was just like, okay, that's dope. Singing some spiritual songs, chilling. Agape International Spiritual Center. Because, I studied the teacher, Michael Beckwith. And after a year, I'm like, man, I need some human beings. Like, I need people, right? And is that, yeah, right. I need some human bodies, man. I'm trying to see human beings. Because when you live stream and watch like a church service, they don't really talk back to the camera like this. Right? It's just like, hey, say hi to the camera. And that would be it. But what we're doing here, it's like a full-on, we're talking, we're engaging with so many people together, and it's live and it's extended. It's like a live healing podcast. Let me write that. Let me write that down. Because that sounds dope. Right. And so the healing part is you get to ask questions. Because when you're at a church service, you're not going to be like, what's your, like, I have a question. Right over here, you can ask a question and I don't feel like answering it. I just don't, it's not a good time right now. The meat thing, maybe later. You know, and then I could explain to you versus just like, we don't talk about that in here. Thank you, Vera. You provide the presence of where Jenny, where are my juniors? Well, whenever something comes out, live healing podcast, like, when it sounds good, there's a spark that happens, right? Peacefully uplifted by a live healing podcast. Yeah, you can say it's intuition. But the main part is that I've been recording mainly the video sound healing. I'm just looking at, it could be topics, I think maybe that's the thing. What are y'all working on in your life? And maybe I think that's a new idea. What are you? Well, not today, of course, because I have to wake up tomorrow at 6 working on. Okay? Then we can we can engage in things that add to your life. Right? So I think starting a conversation, what's your issue right now, or what are you working on? And then collectively, maybe we're all working on something very similar, and this idea of being open. Right? Stop trying to make it happen. Allow it to happen. Because sometimes if you're trying so hard because you don't believe, but when you allow, you just know healing is possible already. And then the energy flows. Right? That's why the word surrender, it's such a beautiful concept, because it seems bad, right? Surrender. But surrender is like getting out of the way of the energy flow. When you don't surrender, you make things more difficult because you're trying too hard. Yeah. And whenever you don't surrender, the ego is just, it's like thinking you got the solutions in your life, but you're still unhappy. Because maybe happiness wasn't part of the solution. You got what you wanted, but you didn't ask for happiness. No. And then when you ask for happiness, you don't get what you want. You got what you need. Nah. Wait. Nah. Glitch happened. That's when the awakening happens. Boom. The glitch, it shocks you out of the matrix. Wakes you up. Right? I'm reading there, Dharma. Meditative. Honestly, I haven't even read a lot of the Buddhist texts. I just follow the concept, the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, and I practice. I just look at that like a manuscript. Like, okay, you gave me a manuscript. I'm going to try to live my life with this manual. And I was like, oh, word. It's true. Nothing is permanent except change. Cause and effect. In life, there's pain, but suffering is optional. And you can free yourself. Enlightenment. Ooh. Tell me more. Okay, Eightfold Path. I just started reading the Ethiopian Bible with all 115 books. Dang. Sounds like a journey. Enjoy it. Welcoming Magda from Poland. Many people, the beautiful part about the Bible, it's how you read it too. There's many ways to read the Bible. Some people read with the intention to learn. Some people read with no intention. And some people read it as a meditation. They don't care what they get. They may get something, they may not. But it's more about the process. It's a meditative experience, which is beautiful. And I believe that's why all these books are so long. We don't usually have it. And some read it solely for debating purposes. Exactly. There's many ways people engage with spirituality and spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge doesn't always lead to wisdom, because if you don't practice the things that you know, then you don't really know. You just know in concept, but not through action. Through action, you learn through experience. Then the experience leads you to the wisdom. I asked ChatGPT what would be a good way to get into Buddhism, and told me to learn about the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold. I told you, because that's how I learn. Nah, I'm just, I'm where I'm at, just some dude, plays the flute, chill. Just some dude trying to help people experience more peace and joy. Needs to keep the ego in check. The hood wants to come out. So that's natural, because sometimes I mean, I start to realize most of the people that I gravitate to, some hood homies, like even the Asian people I hang out with, more of the hood Asian people. Like, but that's, like, you know, that's my homies. It's just, you resonate with certain people because that's your karma, right? Even my father talked about hanging out with more of the gangster types, more of the, the unpolished types, and so that's just how it be. Right? My father was the one who exposed me to like rap culture. Really, he's the one growing up. He called me up. What's up, fool? What's up, dog? And I was like, that's different. And then Gangster's Paradise came out. As I walked, I'm like, okay, we in. And then I found the radio. I was listening to like, pop music at first, and then I found a station 97.9 The Box. And then I remember I listened to the radio at like 11 p.m. and I heard Chopped and Screwed for the first time. I'm like, what is this music? And they're cursing. This is different. In an open radio station, just straight up cursing. But it's like Sunday night today. Actually, right now, if you turn on 97.9, it's H-Town music. Right there. Love your damn self every day, my friends. Hanging out in the kitchen. Trying to represent. I'm cracking up, yeah. And so it's just there's no accidents in life. You're right where you need to be. You're exactly right where you need to be. I had a hard time believing that myself. Like, damn, I need to suffer right now? Golly. You know what I mean? Dang, I guess I need to be heartbroken right now. I need to be broke as hell right now, I guess. No, we do have a rap already. I got 4 rap songs in the tank, ready to come out randomly. Because that's my inspiration. I love new jazz, jazzy hip hop vibes, you know. I need to be going through this right now. I had a really good day today. I tried something yesterday and failed. I tried again and succeeded. Congratulations. Keep growing your life. Keep believing. Thank you, Eric, by the way. Adrian. I'm not planning to stay long today, okay? Because I had to wake up at 6. But next month, in February, I'll be on till 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. My mind wants to stream till 3, but my heart right now says 2. Okay. Because that's where people need me. Right, because the music helps people a lot. Yeah, no, I do rest. I definitely rest. I take very good naps. Yeah. Oftentimes, if I get on late, I'm probably taking a nap because there's a lot of energy to engage like this. Right? The music actually is as much energy as the talking, right? That's why you see me just focus, dialing in. It's so crazy how just by being online all the time, you start to see the flow of energy. Like it's like a wave of different energy, people in different, like how it works. Even the traffic online is changing through the season. There's like you can see the traffic, the density, how people feel. Because in this community, we're very honest. We're very vulnerable with each other. I will start to work at night, so so you won't be home till like late 3. I mean, I'll be ending the stream at 2 a.m. to Houston time, you know. I'm going to need every bit of you in February, says Janet. Somebody ba. No, I'm not part-time. I'm 0 time. Well, in February, I'm going to be a tiny sliver on Friday night, so I might not stream till later Friday night. Yeah. I'm just looking at how to make my life work. That's it. Balance. Three to 11 is your new shift? Yeah, by 11 I'll be on. I've been starting at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. But if I end at 2, starting at 8 or 9 is good. I think 8:30 is the perfect time for me. How do we transcend wisdom and not stay idle? You have to have this thing called the beginner's mind. You have to be hungry for the truth. The moment you stop being hungry, your life becomes idle. That's why you see me upgrading, updating all the time. Because the moment the mind gets too comfortable, then it starts settling lower and lower. But the more you like, how can I slowly improve here? I'm always don't know. My mind is always empty. Then fill it with something from your heart. When your mind is clear, it's amazing. But now do something with it. Imagine if I found deep joy and my mind's clear and I didn't do anything else. Just became a monk and just sat, ate stuff. Forget TikTok. This is too difficult. No, let me just sit in my happiness, in my cave. When you're happy, share it with the world. Teach people. That's the hard part. Finding deep joy within yourself. Congrats. Now help other people. That's the difficult part. Right? Because when you help people, the Buddha said, When you help light others' path, your way also becomes brighter. Like this. You just keep helping people, your light becomes brighter too. And then the master told me the same thing. If you want to reach enlightenment, tell God to use you for something good, something great, something powerful. If you want to reach enlightenment, help people, he said. And also, the end. And that's all I do. I just help people, but I make sure you gotta help yourself first. If you're not good and you help others, then you start to help people from desperation. From your lack, you may operate because you don't come from a place of having a plan. Right? So when you, for example, if I have too many bills, my mind would want to become manipulative to get more money. So now my mind's unpure because I haven't filled my cup first and I'm trying to help people. Right? It's when I'm unhappy and I try to help somebody, I will try to help them to fill my cup. But how can I help them if I can't even help myself? This is actually the basics. But that basic is all you need. The rest naturally unfolds as you practice the basic every day with consistency. The difficult part is to keep your momentum going and not losing your momentum. And that's why I don't hang out with people who aren't devoted to their life and helping people. And if I see that you want to help people, but you can't help yourself, I don't want to get too involved in getting you to help others because you can barely help yourself. But at least you want to help others is a great thing. It's great to want to help people, but when you're still stressed out about your life, how the heck are you going to help people being stressed out all the time? You'll help them on the surface level. It's like some nurses do a great job because they got good energy, and some nurses kill their patients because they don't pay attention. They're just there to make money. And there's some nurses who are miracle workers. You know that. Because I have a lot of friends who are nurses who told me how it be. No hate, it's just the truth is the truth. I can tell you will be really good for if you are turned in like, if you are tuned in like this today. Yeah, well the thing is, I'm aware that as I help people, even the master says, you help people, they help you back. But if you help them expecting people to help you back, you're going to be miserable. The expectation is, right, you expect something. But when you don't expect anything, wow, somebody send money to buy the new mixer. Somebody spend money to help buy the microphone. Somebody, right, people on Twitch donate to help buy the camera. I want to be a miracle worker for God. I left healthcare for 20 years now. Welcome, Calisthenic Elite. How do you help your depressed partner that doesn't find joy in life? When somebody's in a deep darkness like depression, you have to be a brilliant lighthouse. The lighthouse is not gonna force the light into anybody. But when you shine too bright, people are, oh, it's just my husband. But when you don't even shine, you need to get some help. Like, we're gonna make it. You can do. No. When your energy is good and you're happy and you have wisdom, people will look into your eyes and they just know everything's gonna be all right without you saying anything. And that can be you, but you have to practice knowing that everything's gonna be all right. Every little thing is gonna be all right. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you feel, the way you breathe, the way you think. When you got it, and the thing is, everyone has it already. The light on top of the hill, the kingdom is within. I am that I am. Yeah, it's beautiful. But sometimes they don't know that. They don't know they are. But when you shine, you smile, shine, you inspire people. Let's be more practical, okay? You have to learn their love language. Okay, that's the more philosophy part. The practical part, if you're serious, go love the book, The 5 Love Languages. Learn how they receive love. Some people receive love through affirming words. I know you're going through a tough time, but I know you're gonna make it. Affirming words. Acts of service. Right? You do something for them. You give them a foot massage. You cook something for them. You do something nice and act. That's act of service. Right? Quality time is a third one. You spend time with them, to be with them, to care for them. You have to, right? The third one is physical touch. Just a pat on the back, a hug, foot massage. Right? And the last one, gifts. It doesn't have to be expensive. It's more about the thought that counts. My wife, she loves gifts. It doesn't have to be expensive. He brought me an ice cream. Right? It's because growing up, sometimes they don't get a lot of things. So when they get anything, an ice cream. He thought about me. Right? So pay attention. That's how these tools. And shout out to Gary Chapman. That's the author. Such an amazing. I have to give, you gotta give the shout out. Because that book is. When I read a book, though, I study the book for a year, or more, because I want to practice the book. I don't want to just read it and understand it here. I want to exercise the knowledge, and so I keep listening to the audiobook over and over and over. And sometimes I would even meditate with the audiobook because I'm intensely learning. It's called the 5 love languages. There's actually a test that you can do called the 5lovelanguages.com. And I can't believe that it works. And I only share this with you because it works back to back to back to back. You can say this is spiritual science, right? Now I only share with you what I have practiced deeply and found great result. Okay? Great result. Do you believe in love is created with someone over time or love at first sight? There's no love at first sight. The first love, look in the mirror. You are the first. If you're not your first love, you already missed the whole lesson. Because if you don't even love yourself first, then you follow the romantic thing. First love, Jack and Rose. At last my love has come along, my dear. Right, all that's Hollywood, music industry, capturing your consciousness, culture. Nothing wrong with it. Look in the mirror, that's the first law. Because without you, nothing would exist. Well, who were you before your mother and father named you? But maybe we don't want to go that deep today. So, love is something, when you're in a relationship, it's something that you work through things. The hard times is what makes the relationship. The good times make the relationship, but the hard time builds it because it makes you stronger when you go through a hard time in your life and you still believe in each other. That's what I'm talking about, right? The honeymoon season is cute. Hey baby, you want to have a milkshake? Sure, let's go to the diner. But then when the issue comes up, right? I want to live in Texas. We should go to Thailand instead. I've always talked about moving to Thailand. No, but Texas has more real estate. No, but I told my parents we were going to Thailand. Well, your parents don't run our life. We should be making the decision. How dare you? And if you don't learn to work things out, that relationship won't build. If you don't have communication skill, then you got nothing to build because that communication is so crucial to life. You have to learn to speak from your heart, because if you lie to each other, divorce or miserable relationship happening soon. Right? Because you just pretend to be happy and then you end up being miserable. And there's too much of that. Just people. That's just how she is. And then you're not even happy. Then as you get older, you're stuck with each other now. Miserable. And then you have kids with each other. Miserable. And then you're stressed out. And then you put your stress onto the kid. Miserable. And then I have to deal with those adult kids. Lovingly. So that's why we need each other to learn. That's why we need each other's vulnerability. Everybody's got issues. The beautiful part is we can learn from each other's issues so that I don't make the same mistakes you do and you don't make the same mistake as I do. And sometimes it seems we're making mistakes, but it's wisdom happening. So the more we engage with more people, like, actually, it's a blessing. Right now you're suffering, but it's making you stronger. Right? And then that optimistic person seemed like, there they go again with all that positivity. And it turns out that dang positive person was right after all. You know how it is. Oh. But sometimes they're wrong. Because you paid for a $33 mini reading on TikTok. Oh, skip the last part, excuse me. That wasn't supposed to come out. The way you listen to others, the way even when you are wary or afraid or simply uncertain. I think what makes my relationship strong with my wife is we're willing to be deeply honest when it's difficult. And that's why I'm with her. When it comes time to be honest, she keeps being honest. I'm like, wow, this is it. Like, the honesty is what impresses me. I was like, this is different. Like, I'm surprised. Like, she's, it's just because sometimes it's hard for people to be honest with themselves because fear of not good enoughness or fear of what people would think. And so if you want to heal in your life, be honest, have integrity with yourself and others. Because when you're a good person, even if there's a misunderstanding, people will find a way to forgive you. And whenever you're a good person, but something weird happened, people are like, I want to hear the whole story. Right? The universe, we live in a great universe. It's a supportive one. If you're a good person, good follows you. If you do the wrong thing will follow you. That's karma. If everyone thinks you're doing the wrong thing, but deep down, you're doing the right thing, God knows. The universe knows. The universe got your back. 1000%. It's just sometimes you want justice in your human way, but the universe runs on a different law beyond the law of man that's sometimes hard to understand, and sometimes we try to grasp the universal law through the holy scriptures, which we respect, but the person that wrote the holy scripture is some human being too, so that's why you gotta use discernment, because you gotta smell that. This smells fishy. Who wrote this? Right, that's why even the Buddha said, even if I said it, if it doesn't make sense to you, don't just believe it. If I said something, you don't just believe. You want to use critical analysis, observation, contemplation, reflection. You want to try to make sense out of it, not just because, right, I said it. And And sometimes that's hard for people to do because how dare you question the Holy Scripture? How dare you question the Master? I too was a deep questioner. I'm always like, prove to me God's real. My mom died when we... Well, I hope your mom transition in peace and joy. Hope you find a way to process and grieve. Right. I beat cancer 2 years ago. Now I love myself and it's the best shape ever. If you're still here, it's just not your time. For real. Like if you're still breathing today, it's not your time. But if it is your time, say thank you. Thank you for this beautiful life, up and down. But at least I got a chance. Yeah. At least I got a chance at this thing called life. And that's why we have authentic environment, you know. I'm grateful that you feel comfortable enough to express what's on your heart. You know? Like Panda says, my grandmother died yesterday, yes. Not everyone got a chance to breathe today. Gratitude is important. 100. I always wonder why I still make it. Because, you know, I did a lot of substance, took a lot of pills in the past, and definitely I looked on whenever I was going through a rough time, I was really effed up, and I look at signs of overdose, and I was like, hey, I check every box. Right, because you're so effed up, you know you're effed up, but you don't know how bad it is. You're like, check, 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 check. You're like, oh, I'm really effed up right now. And whenever you survive these experiences, your heart beats irregularly, you know, like, man, my body. I remember I would be just sitting in my heart, be like, oh, what the heck is that? I got a cricket in my heart sometime in the past. I'm just glad it all healed. It just, when it's not your time, the universe is gonna keep you here. But when it's your time, you can't, you know. There's no fighting it. But at least you have now. That's why with gratitude, all you have is now. Beautiful. No matter what happened in the past, if you actually get to this moment and realize you have the moment, because some people are so effed up, they don't even know what it means to be now, that you have this moment. Imagine just that knowledge. Some people never get to just be now. They're just running their brain all the time. And many people don't realize how much of a blessing for the opportunity to even realize to be present. Because some people don't get to that knowledge this lifetime. Yeah, I used to be like that, that's why. I'm just telling you how I used to be. I couldn't stop my brain But I started meditating intensely because, I don't know how to not do anything intensely. I don't know how to do anything not all in, which has this, it's like a double-edged sword. But that's just whenever that's how you work. That's how you learn. You learn how you are. So I meditated intensely and I eventually sat and I felt clear. I was like, what is this? Well, I didn't even ask the question. I was just like, imagine all your life you've never been clear before, and the first time your mind was clear. It's emotional. So emotional. I teared up. I was just like, wow, the moment's always been here. I just wasn't here. And it was beautiful because I saw the moment for the first time and I was with it. Because sometimes you're here analyzing all damn day without actually enjoying it. How can you tell when a person loves or hates themselves when they are in society? Start with yourself. If you can tell it for yourself deeply, we're more alike than different. The human system is more alike than different. There's two emotions, good and bad. Yin yang. When you experience yin and yang within yourself, you start to see it everywhere. And as you pay attention to yin and yang, you start to apply this balance. There's an energy balance. This person is sad because they came from a place of sadness. This person is an abuser. They came from a place of abuse. This person is happy, but you can see sometimes they come from a dark place and they're happy now. There's always some cause and effect happening. We just gotta pay attention. When you learn to feel your own energy and see your own cause and effect. Why did I end up towards substance abuse? Why was I angry in the past? Because I got picked on a lot. My parents fought in front of me a lot. I felt like a loser in my life. I was constantly being compared to other children all the time. Made me feel I'm not good enough. And so when you feel not good enough for long enough, you just feel like this. But why am I like this today? Cause and effect. I started focusing on gratitude. I didn't know I have a choice. You always have a choice. But sometimes they're just difficult. So most people go for what's the easiest choice, the path of least resistance, non-challenging or low challenge path, and they experience mediocrity in life called an unfulfilling, uninspiring, flaccid life. I'm trying to make love with my life. I'm trying to enjoy my life. My life was mediocre in the past, and I felt that it was just meh. And I was like, I deserve better than just mediocrity. Or they're evil because they come from a line of evil. When people are evil, sometimes they grew up in a time of war. We don't know. Sometimes they saw their parents lose their life in front of them. It messes people's head up sometimes to see your brother shot or some negative thing which plants a dark seed in you. Right? That's something we would never pray for people. But it happens because there's a lesson in everything. There's cause and effect in everything. When you don't pay attention over and over and over and over, the universe will always try to tell you, do the right thing. But people sometimes keep doing the wrong thing because they're hanging around people who believe in doing all the wrong thing. Right? Evil people are going to hang out with evil people. Thieves will hang out with thieves. Meditators will meditate with each other. And so sometimes you have to deal with evil people, but they're not. They're doing the best that they can. No baby is born evil. It's their environment, their parents, their culture, the way they grew up. And oftentimes it's the trauma that plants a dark seed. But that's why there needs to be people on the front line of consciousness. That's what I'm doing here, having these deep conversations so that you know you can turn your life around. Don't think that life gives you a bad hand and that's how life's gonna be. You can turn your life around if you don't like it. But do you have faith? How are they doing the best when they are destruction? Imagine the destruction that you see from people inside. It feels like hell already. What they're just showing you is just 5%. Inside, it's so much demonic darkness and insecurity, loopiness, and some people are actually never sober. They're always drinking or on some pills, and then they're always around the worst people. So when you don't have that kind of life, give thanks. For real. When your life is not like that, remember how good you have it. Because some people don't. We can call them evil and all this, right? But they're here to teach us sometimes. Sometimes we complain about our life, but when we see a homeless, overdose, like just on the ground in the streets, give thanks that you have your life and that you learn to be positive. But if you're too sensitive and you let people's energy get to you, then you need to learn to let go, sister. Be responsible or be a victim. You have a choice also. You have to learn to tame your energy. If you're too sensitive and emotional, it's hard to be useful because you're too damn emotional. How are you going to be useful to the universe if you're acting out? You're not, but you need to learn to discipline yourself to center your energy. Because if you're too emotional, it's hard to be useful. Now, I don't know if you're trying to be useful and be a good service to the universe and help people or not. But if you want to be useful, you got to keep your energy grounded. Because if your energy is ungrounded, it's hard to serve. Because you can't even serve yourself in the difficult time. Do you think light workers work in heaven? Do you think the angels work in heaven? Right? All these social workers, you think they're just signing up for easy time? It's all difficult. Some people, they only want to serve when it's nice. Anyways, I've extended my time a little bit. I wasn't planning to stream this long, but I guess it looks like we're available for it. Here we go. 3 ohms. Thank you. Thank you for all the blessing, by the way. And I hope you got something from that. I hope the conversation didn't get too heavy for y'all, but if it did, you're just gonna have to deal with it. So thank you, Janet, Emmanuel, Elegan, May, C. Parker, Fazia, Sister Yogini Tech back from long time gone. Nice to see you again. Miss Libra, Divine Cece, Celine. There we go. The Beatron, thank you for Miss Heather D. Thank you for all that. Please love your damn self. Because people just won't do it. That's why we have to say damn. Because now they got your attention. Now do it. Which means gratitude, joy, appreciation. Choose love. Goodbye. Thank you, everybody. Muchas gracias.